The ultimate gamer. Oh my god, why do I keep saying that? I've had like a habit. Like, when I say habit, I mean something you do over and over again. Yeah, that is indeed what I mean something you do over and over again. I'm sorry, I had to hear myself. What's a habit? Well, I figured that out, at least. Um, right. So, I was originally gonna stream Dwarf Fortress, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. And I looked at my backlog, and I had Rayman 2, which is out of the picture for now until I can get over my broken relationship with Mr. Elgato. And Pokemon Yellow, I don't know. Going back to Pokemon Yellow, I sort of realized a lot of things about that game. Not a lot of flattering things, unfortunately. But it has its charm. I'll finish it definitely, but I just needed something action oriented for now. Just something like short, something I could probably finish in like 3 streams, 2 streams at a minimum. No, definitely 3 probably. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but I've been replaying Cave Story as of recent to practice Japanese. It's been pretty fun. A lot of the words have actually been sticking in my head, which I was surprised by. Because, that kind of input, that's how I learned English as a kid. From my dad teaching me directly because he's Canadian, but also seeing a word in a game and then it's sticking. Like the word, one of my favorite words is familiar because I learned it from Zelda and I would see it over and over again and it just stuck and it never left. And I feel like a sort of similar thing is happening with playing Cave String Japanese. I'm thinking I should probably do this more often, but I'm not going to be playing it in Japanese, and I'm going to be playing the original Aeon Genesis. Is that what they're called? Aeon Genesis, Neon Genesis Evangelion, the the English translated version. Um, and it this is I'm not really sure where the whole like which translation is the best, if it's this one or the Nicholas one. I'm gonna just guess it's this one because a lot of people don't like Nicholas for good reasons. The one I played as a kid was actually um the version I played growing up was the Wii version. That was my introduction was through WiiWare, and I still go back to that one when I play this. And I do own some other versions, but I'm starting to realize that owning them was probably not. It's just a waste of money. You're giving them to like a bunch of publishers, basically. It doesn't feel very fulfilling, even though the extra stuff they add might actually be kind of okay. I don't know. So right, all right. So I'm just posting the links everywhere because this is how I always start the streams because I'm predictable, very predictable. I hate that voice and never doing that again. So okay, so because if you want to know this game, right? It has like 5 screen modes. It has windowed, smaller windowed, and then full. So we're gonna have to do like 640 by something. So that's gonna be interesting. I tested the volume. It seemed okay. But I was looking around on my I was looking around on my desktop and I found a relic from like 3 years ago. So I used to be in a sound engineering class. I took courses in that. And I remember we recorded like covers of different rock songs. I remember the guitarist in that group. We always joked like, we should just get together and make like a Led Zeppelin cover album. But I found this. I think it's the only one I can find, and it's been sitting on my desktop for God knows how long, and I just forgot about it. It's a cover of Under the Bridge. I'm kind of like hesitant to play it because it's kind of embarrassing, so I might save it for later, but I just thought it was funny to note, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Who actually cares? I do. I care a lot. I care I care immensely about these kind of things. So, God, what a like, what a great piece of work Cave Story is. Dokutsu Monogatari. What a great game this is. So we're gonna play it. I haven't played this game in... I was gonna say, oh, I haven't played this game in a long time, but the truth of the thing is that I actually have. Does it work? It kind of works. There's some weird edges on this side that... Whoa. Okay, that threw me off. So there's like... Oh, fuck. Ah, my ears! Why did it change? I had like the perfect... Oh my god. Oh my god. Christ. That was... My ears. Okay, so it should be fine now. Okay. Jesus Christ. That wasn't very fun. That wasn't very Dokutsu Monogatari. I forget what the... Is this actually what the screen... Because I swear to god, in the Japanese version, it actually looks a bit different. But I could be completely wrong. Now I'm gonna put OBS down here so I can keep an eye on the audio. Yeah. That was quite loud. Is it a bit low? If it's too low, just let me know, I guess. So yeah, playing this game in Japanese and then going to English feels a bit weird, but there's also some white lines. Oh, whatever, who cares? God, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. From somewhere, a transmission. Connecting to network. No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
Sue, you there? It's me, Kazuma. I managed to get away somehow, but I've gone lost. I found a shelter, but there's nothing here. If you can hear me, please answer. Please.
Alright, so this... Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that anyone watching this has played this game. But Cave Story is like one of those games where if you haven't played it, then I envy you, because getting to play this game for the first time completely blind must be like a revelation, because this game was made by just one person during their college years, and I just can't believe someone who made this is just a passion project could just like by themselves. By the way, they made Pixel made a music tracker for this game. Well, not a tracker, I think. A music software, org something. At least I think he did. Like it's just a labor of love, this game. Okay, I have to check the volume. Sorry. It's a good thing that when you click away from the game, it stops. That when you click away from the game, it stops. That when you click away from the game. I love how when it like repeats like that. It's like, whoa. I don't know why, I just get off on that. Whoa, no, okay, not that verb, but let's just change that. Alright. This guy's weird. So yeah, this game, I remember as a kid, I played through this game, was like, wow, that's a good game. But replaying it, you know, knowing other stuff about this game, it's made me realize how, like, replayable this game actually is.
Sue, please respond. They're looking for you.
His voice changed.
Are you asleep? Your brother's so lonely. Sabishi.
First cave. So I remember, okay, so I have a story about this part of the level. So okay. So I always see these things as Doritos, by the way. When I played this game, well, actually, something more recent, I guess. I went to the school and I brought my USB, which had Milky Tracker. This was during my early chiptune years. I had this USB stick, and it had Milky Tracker, Famine Tracker, some other trackers on it, so I can make music. And you know that they were all just dependent on having the file with the samples to grab from somewhere, and I had them all on the USB stick. And I would just go to school and do that during like whenever I had access to the computers. But I remember one time I put Cave Story on there, and a teacher walked in, and they were like really critical of it, like the game. Like they were like, wow, like it was in this area shooting the little like weird thingies, and she was like, wow, massacres. Like it was like I was playing like Hatred or something. Like it was like the most horrible thing she'd ever seen. And then she went on about like how The Sims, like, oh, that's such a wholesome game, you know, having children and having them be taken away by child protective services. I don't know why. That's one of my favorite like memories from that. Okay, I have to. Whatever. Who cares? I can if it's too low, whatever.
Sue, answer me. I'm so hungry. There's nothing to eat, and I've been reduced to feeding on cockroaches. Haha, that was a joke. Jordan, if I have to though, I really will.
Mimiga Village. Now this is where officially in the Japanese version where I was like, hang on, I don't understand anything because they use very, very informal speech, and I'm like, hand over the key.
No, I won't.
We're trying to protect Sue. She's a stranger. She's not one of us.
Sue's a good person. I never betray her.
It's like top tier drama.
Taroko.
It's a great, like a dub voice.
When the doctor comes, you know he'll take someone away again. If you don't turn Sue over, it might be you, who he takes next. But, the key, Taroko. Toroko. I can't stress it properly.
Oh, the nostalgia with this. So when I played the original of this, I have to be honest, I kind of like some of the remastered music, or remastered. There's an original, and then there's the smooth version. What's it called? The Nicolas version. You know, the soundtrack that didn't work on launch apparently. Like some songs would like go, and then they just end, and people were like, "Wait, is this a joke?" And I didn't know that. And I mean, listening to the finished versions, they don't really sound like remixes, to be honest. They sound like an unfinished WIP work in progress. We're working with acronyms one at a time. So let's talk to King. I give him this like stern. He's Tim from Hyrule Assassin, pretty much.
What? You're not an enemy. I thought for sure it was them. I'm king. I'm the number one in this village. Not that that means a whole lot, with only 6 of us left. Well, 7 counting Sue. She's not one of us, though. She's just an outsider who showed up recently.
So yeah, this game is like it. There's so much to say about this game, yet so little comes out of my mouth of any sort of worth. Playing this game as a kid, it's like, wow, it's like a little Metroid thing, but it goes beyond that. It has a really nice story, cave story, pretty much. This is our farm. We raise flowers here. My job is to watch over the farm. We Mimigas depend on these flowers for sustenance. Red flowers, though, are bad news. If you eat a red flower, they say your blood starts to boil, and soon you fall over dead. Good thing we don't have any of those growing here. So playing this game and essentially being forced to learn the words you're being assaulted with was actually a pretty good way of learning, I found, because like I'm starting to notice now on this game's getting blown the hell up in terms of resolution. It looks really crusty. I don't really care, to be honest. This game, I don't know why, but I feel like it adds to the experience that this game is like 640 whatever. My god. I could stream the Steam version, but I don't want to. I kind of feel bad if I do that. Like, I don't want to stream like the Nicolas, like, we made the game version. I mean, they don't outright claim that, but it makes me a bit uncomfortable with how much they like flashing their logo. So this actually took me a while to find it. This took me a few playthroughs to actually discover. So yeah, there's actually a map in this game, and I didn't actually know that for a long time.
Something's written here. So long as you retain your spirit of exploration, Charlie, you shall find a way out. This I believe.
So you press W and you get a map, and you can actually see where we fell down from that hole. Ah, this game. This game has a wonderful sense of depth to it. Like, I love how okay, so I always joke about this, like, oh, parallax scrolling. But this game has some nice parallax. Like, look at that background. Like, it shifts around. You feel a nice sense of depth to Mimiga Village. I mean, in 3D, this would just be like a big construction site looking thing. What's with the chains? Do Mimigas have like a chain fetish or something? Let's go around and talk some more. I'm actually getting goosebumps from the music. Because, I don't know. I just remember playing this game and being like, wow, this game costs 1,200 Wii points. 2,000 probably. That's weird counting. And, yeah, like, I played the demo of this game and I was just enamored with it, and then I played the full thing. And it took me a long while to finish, surprisingly. The assembly hall. Crackle, snap. You see something lying beyond the flames. That's very hidden. There's some real devilishly hidden stuff in this game, actually, in retrospect, and I think it would be unfair to assume that people would find that on their first attempt. What? I got an achievement on... Since when does Twitch have achievements? That's so strange. Strange. Alright, yeah, it's definitely a bit low. Alright. It's honestly, it sounds really strange when when it goes quiet like that. But yeah, honestly, the soundtrack in this game. Honestly, here's my hot take, except there is none. I think the soundtrack here, you know, he made his own thing for the soundtrack, and he also did the, you know, he did the tracking himself. He wrote the songs. I think it came out pretty good. I mean, it's not one of my favorite soundtracks, but like in terms of like, you know, the overall like, you know, sounds he goes for, but like emotionally the songs hit quite well. And in a game like this, that's definitely not a complaint. Mimiga Graveyard, danger, no entry.
I'm Jack, the number 2 around here.
I almost like broke into the Tim voice, I guess. The Timothy voice.
This door leads to the Mimiga Graveyard, where the hero Arthur lies. Oh, what am I doing, you ask? Well, mushrooms have been springing up in the graveyard, so I'm guarding the door to...
God, that... I ran out of breath really quick. So playing this game with the keyboard actually doesn't feel that bad. Maybe it's all my years of playing like emulators like this. Actually, I've never played an emulator in my entire life. Twitch-kun. So this is Sue's house and we can't go in because we need the key. And who has the key? Toroko. I remember in the Japanese version she says something and then mono, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? And it turns out it's like a feminine way of like basically saying, oh, this is bad. It's basically complain initiated. Oh yeah, this is the best character in the game, by the way. Everyone loves this guy. Sue, yeah, I know her. That's the cute girl who stays cooped up in Arthur's house all the time, right? I like the word cooped up. It sounds like the hens have walked into the little hen house and are sleeping. I need to use that in writing. She showed up here not too long ago. We found her washed up right here in the reservoir. She doesn't seem to like us much. I don't know why, since she's a Mimiga just like us. So that's kind of interesting. She's like a Mimiga, but she doesn't want to be one. Air. Oh yeah, I remember dying here. I think I'm not the only one who died here, right? Like, it's embarrassing. Ah. So, she's just running around this place like,
give me the key.
No. That's a very good exchange. And the music just starts again. That's brilliant. Grr.
Toroko, you're not getting away that easily.
King has a bit of a king complex. Wait, we didn't talk to this this fellow over here in his little cave. Oh, you startled me. Sue, all right, the girl in Arthur's house, right?
She's living with Toroko. Sweet girl, that. She says she's searching for a sky dragon. Dragons that soar the skies. Do those kind of things really exist?
That's kind of weird. I don't remember him talking about that. When I was playing the Japanese version, I really struggled with that, but I guess he was talking about dragons then. I should know the kanji for that. I love Japanese because you read it and you're like, I don't know how to read this, so you can't learn it. So you have to sit with the dictionary app open on your side, like with radicals ready. They figured it all out. It's basically building Legos. And I was talking to someone recently and they thought Lego was Swedish, and that really offended me. Actually, it shouldn't offend me because I feel like Sweden is such a more fitting country to create Legos because Danish people are so uncreative. Apparently. Meanwhile, Norway, they have AHA, which is okay, I guess.
You're not with the doctor? Oh, I'm sorry. You had me worried. The doctor's such a mean guy, popping up in our village and taking us away. Sometimes even killing us. Like my brother. He killed my brother. Oh, that pendant. You found it for me? Sue gave that to me.
What is this voice? It's horrible. I hate it. Oh.
Well, I shouldn't have it anymore.
You know what? Okay, so that pendant, you know what it looks like? It looks like one of those fish biscuits that the grandmas always buy. So when I visited my grandma in Canada, she had an entire bowl full of those, and my god, they're addicting to eat. It's no wonder, I feel like grandmas wouldn't eat those. They'd be like, oh, here, have these. And they wouldn't even eat them themselves.
King gets his ears all in a tangle when he sees Sue and I getting along. You can have it.
What's this? Alright, so this is the big change between this and the Nicholas version. There you are! You can't hide, no, I've got the nose of a bloodhound. Actually, okay, so I think it's in this version, he says, oh yeah? Like the Kool-Aid Man? Like in the Aeon Genesis translation, but in the original, no, not in the original, in the Nicholas version, it's like huzzah or something. I don't know.
The nose, and I dare say the brain as well.
Misery, I found her first.
You guys are with the doctor, aren't you?
Sue, what is she, Canadian? The doctor has called for you. Come along now.
What? I'm not Sue. Yeah.
Balrog, I leave the rest to you. This is great.
No, wait, you got the wrong.
The wrong what? Not again. I always have to clean up. And here I found her first.
So what's your deal?
You gonna fight me with that thing? Yes, so you always do this because you get experience. Why is this so quick? Is it because I leveled up my... Oh, that's usually never that quick. Just you wait. That was really quick. Fought off Balrog. Yay, yatta. We did it. I would actually play a game in Japanese and just sit and just struggle. That would be really fun. Oh, I love that little touch of the door blowing up. That's when you know it's all going well, when you're humming along with the music. So, I don't know what this person's name is. What? Toriko's been kidnapped? Well, that's no good. Now the only girl left in the village is Sue. That's kind of weird. You might wanna step back a bit. You know, it's funny. When I played this game, I actually was I blind playing this? Like actually blind, because I didn't know about this farm over here. I know that I learned the word for plantation though. It's noen. I don't know. I did Yamashita farm. Okay, noen. I think that's the word. I don't know pitch accent very well. Like I'm really bad with pitch accent. For me, it's just all flat and garbage. I just try to imitate and it sounds awful. I can't think. I know some basic ones. I watched the Dogen video where he's like, oh, there's 5 different forms and it's all about how you attach the particle. So now if we look at the items, whoa. how do I... Oh, okay, there we go. The silver locket is in the shape of a fish that your grandma likes giving to you as a biscuit thing. So the condition it's in, it looks like it's been treasured for years. So basically, we have to go here. What? Toroko's being kidnapped? Oh no! We got to tell King right away, and we do nothing. It's like that Archmage in Oblivion, who's like, he tells you to do stuff, and he never does anything himself, even though he's like one of the most powerful wizards ever, apparently.
Toroko, I can't believe it. Toroko's elder brother, Arthur, was a fabulous
Whoa, that's a interesting use of that word.
But he was killed by one of the Doctor's goons, and now I couldn't protect her. There are 2 keys to Arthur's house. Toroko has one of them. The other's hidden in the Mickey...
Oh, okay, thanks for that juicy info. So, yeah, that's interesting. Is there a background in this level, or is it just black? It looks like... I might have to do this in post. I'll have to open the stream and post later and mess around. But I swear, it's like a black and blue grid, or it might be a dithering to make it look like... Because I'm assuming when he made this game, he used a palette or something. This game looks amazing too. Like, it's simple, it looks chunky. Oh yeah, to anyone who hasn't seen this.
Yeah, what do you want?
That's great. There's a little man walking in the graveyard. We'll get back to that later. And then there's that room up there. This drove me insane as a kid. I was like,
how do I get up there?
And then I forget it when I get a certain item later. Arthur's grave. There's writing on the tombstone. Here sleeps the noble Arthur, true hero of the Migas. See, this game just doesn't pull any punches. This game just tells its story. It doesn't care about the target audience that much. It doesn't make any assumptions on if the player really is like a kid or not, but it touches on a lot of themes, I think, that... It touches on a lot of things that I think would make a player in my age, when I played this, I was like 9 probably, make me a bit uncomfortable, but kept me intrigued. And I think that's as good as it gets, really, when you want to keep playing to see what happens next. And I mean, it's not like, the most mind-blowing story or anything, but for what it is, this game kind of like really impacted me when I played it as a kid. So now we have the key. Does it say anything? The key to... Oh, okay, alright. So, we pretty much just wasted a bunch of time here. It's time to enter Arthur's house. How long have I been going? Who cares? I'm like... Okay, does anyone, like, save? Like, I save all the time when I play video games. So, red flowers. Not good. Here they are, Akai Hana. Don't eat. Flowers. Make sure Roy doesn't eat those flowers or else he dies. This is a no-no. Words light up the screen. If I have to, though, I really will. It's clever. So, now we go to the first level. This game's weird. So it's like a Metroidvania, except not really. Like, the world's interconnected, but it's only semi-interconnected. It's kind of like Banjo-Tooie. Like, there's definitely a hub world and then levels, but then the game just sort of ditches the levels, and they don't feel like levels anymore. I'd watch out if I were you. That white thing on the bottom, one touch and pow, it's over. So, this level's interesting because it's just a straight shot, but there's like this little area at the bottom where you can go underneath and grab things. I might actually have to check the vault. Oh! Oh. Oh. No, that doesn't work. See, one complaint with Twitch is that everything goes by so quickly that I can't check the volume. Okay, go! Alright.
You got the life capsule.
Oh my god, cute robot game time. Oh hey, it's this game I think you like. Hello, Flareware. You know, it's weird seeing quote. I always think of you, to be honest, because it's like when someone has like an avatar of a character and you're like, oh, it's that person. Oh, yeah, these are the same enemies from before, but they have just a different palette, I guess. I'm honored. Is the volume okay? It's driving me insane because I can't check, because when I click outside the window, it just stops, and then the Twitch lag is like 1 second, so I can't really check. I'm just in a real mood to play this. Oh, and you see all the eggs. I like eggs, but I have a weird relationship with them. Like, I like eggs, but we're talking about like eggs, like edible eggs. Like, I just want to eat those eggs.
There you are, you monster. I'm not afraid of you. Yeah. What's that? You want to bring it? Go ahead and try. Even my brother's never beaten me. Oof, you win.
I'm sorry. Oh, she was just pranking. It was just a prank. Don't worry.
Who are you?
Eric. Now, I don't... Isn't the name of that thing... It's like Igor or something. Igor. So here's the save room. I love this very, like, vaguely ominous name of Cthulhu's Abode. So, I'm not sure what the story about these things are, but they're like... Okay, I'm not sure what the graphic is supposed to be. Looks like the Pokemaniac in Pokemon Generation 3. Like that guy in the jumpsuit, or not the jumpsuit. It's like straight up a Charizard fursuit, except it's green. It's like a suit. Like there are there 4 eyes? I'm not sure if I'm looking at this correctly. Honestly, I did the same with Quote. So look at Quote now. So what you're actually seeing is 2 eyes. And then the green stuff on the sides are his headphones. But for me, it was like, I saw the right part, I'm pointing right? So the right thing sticking down is his eye, and on the left is like hair. But it doesn't make any sense. So nowadays I don't really pay attention to that, but that's how I used to see it for a long time. Part of why I love this game is that the character sprite work is really abstract. I can see that. It's one of those things where if you're doing like fan art of it, you can get really creative with your interpretations of what the characters look like. Let's actually talk to this. Ooh, a soldier from the above, or the surface. Didn't expect to see you here. Where are the others? What's that? Your memory's gone? So, when I first played this, you know, I thought also like, oh, this game's underground. But then I thought the opening was kind of weird, because when you open this game on the Wii menu, there's like a bunch of clouds. So, this game really got my imagination going, like, where is this? And you're learning, and God, that experience of learning that, wow, you're actually on a floating island. Oh, spoiler alert. That was really interesting. It was a really interesting twist. Again, the music's kind of dynamic, because now I'm looking at the volume mixer and it almost looks like my thing is battling for supremacy in the volume department. So if it gets loud, let me know and I'll just turn it down. Oh, okay. Thank you. Audio, honestly, like, when it comes to streaming, like, getting things to work, no problem, unless it's the Elgato. Then it's like, well, it's a 50-50 chance. The thing that always screws me over is the audio. I also like how I used to pronounce that word. It was like audio. Like, it was really strange. The eggs. The egg room. This is where you go when you want to boil your eggs. So I like eggs. Let's talk about food for a minute. So I like boiled eggs, and I like having them on sandwiches. And I also like... What's it called when you fry an egg? Fried eggs are good. It's like the Fleece song. I think that's a song. Fried eggs. Fried eggs. That's a great band, but they made that album in like 2016 and I'm still waiting. I remember I showed that band to my dad, like, oh, here's a Canadian band. He was like, oh, they're really cool. Oh, they're from Montreal. And he was like, oh. Like, he has such a thing for Quebec. It's hilarious. One time I accidentally streamed without audio and nobody in chat said anything. You know, it's funny. Like, I know people who stream, but they don't stream with mics. Like, they just stream gameplay. I'm not sure why, to be honest. Like, I don't really find that very interesting to watch. It's like... It's well, it's like watching a long play, I guess. It's something I would do if I'm like interested in a game, maybe, but it's not something I'm like I'd sit down and watch for like a few hours, unless like they're active writing. I remember you showed me Fleas in like 2016. Yeah, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? I need to listen to that. They have 2 albums, the Scavenger and Voyager. They're both really good. I especially liked Voyager because it felt like they found a style, but Scavenger, they kind of like scavenge around for some, you know, like some sound. Like they start off with this weird like this sort of like psych rock thing, and then they blast into like grunge, and then they have that one Demanding, I think it's called, which is like a jazz rock thing. You can hear like a bit of Steely Dan influence, and then suddenly it just blasts into like this, like they blast like everything apart. It's really cool. I really like them. What if they hadn't released any new albums because they ran out of words ending with "gur"? You know, it's funny. They're still active. I think they toured and they still post weird stuff on their YouTube because they got famous off of their Alt J video. Like they were just like shit posting basically. Red petals are scattered about. So with those computers, it's just a waste of time. I know what they do. So you just look at them and they will tell you which eggs are like, oh, there's something going on with the egg. Now I'm really scared of that thing at the bottom because it's already screwed me up once. I have a bad feeling about this. No. Okay, good. Insert the ID card. So you kind of have to do that. But wait, hang on. We missed an item, right? Yeah, we could go through there, but we missed an item back there. We need the thing. I remember I was streaming, like, not to get paranoid about the volume again. I'm sure it's fine. But I was streaming the Satan game. Like, it was just a random itch.io game I found. And there was someone in chat who said like, oh, the audio is a bit low. Can you turn it up? And I listened to it in post, and it was blasting my ears off. Like, I don't know how that possibly sounded good to someone. I'm looking now, and it seems like I'm like 10 decibels, which is fair, so it's fine. But yeah, going back to the oh my god, I really want to show it off. It's a cover I did with my oh yeah, blah 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 missile launcher. That's nice. But yeah, I did this cover of Under the Bridge with my sound engineering class, and it just sounds hilarious. I'll play it. I'll play it right now, actually. It sounds really raw and horrible. It's okay. It's not raw in like a good way. It's like raw in like you forgot to like compress the bass. I play bass on this, and this is my mix as well. Feel like I don't have a partner. So the singer came into the studio like it was like 8 a.m. and he almost missed, and he was like, I can sing this, I guess. And the entire song, he's like doing this like, yeah. It sounds great. He's a really nice guy too. He's a really good guitarist as well. We played in the same improv class. That was great. But
She's my companion.
What was I thinking with the? What was I thinking with the voice EQing? It's like there's no low end at all. It sounds like he's coming through the. It's like the what Anthony Fantano called like the McDonald's drive-through speaker that you hear on like a lot of new metal bands. Just skipping through this because it's kind of bad.
Like I did that day.
Oh, it's me on bass.
It's hard to believe that this years I did that all the way.
Just it sounds great when you just skip through it. I don't, what's with the weird effects I put on the guitar? That's not me playing the guitar, by the way. I added that in post.
Is where I drew my blood.
And then it just ends. It's so bad. I have more stuff though, but I can't find it. This one has been sitting on my desktop for 5 million years. I don't know why I showed that off. It wasn't even that interesting. New genre, skip wave. To be honest, like the first time I think I ever heard vaporwave was that what's his name? Ohio Nix Point Never. He released that Echo Jams Volume 1 as Chuck something. And it was just a joke album with, you know, Toto, Africa, slow down and looped. And that kind of spawned vaporwave because then you got the Macintosh Plus thing, which was doing the same thing. I like vaporwave, but I just don't go out of my way to listen to new stuff because I feel like it's oversaturated. Which I think is part of, like, the collective joke, kind of. And in that way, it's kind of... It makes sense, I guess. Oh, I want the Doritos. I like Doritos, but why would you buy them? Like... You should steal them. You should steal them instead. That's what I'm advocating. I feel like with Doritos, you don't get... It's not a good bang for your bucks, that's for sure. There's so few. Vaporwave is reverse Nightcore. Yeah, that's true. I like Nightcore, to be honest. Some songs sound really interesting in Nightcore. I was messing around with a friend. I told him, you know, what if there was like Nightcore black metal? And there is. There is. And it sounds just like how you think it would. I found black metal... I'm actually gonna play it now. Black metal Dark Throne. I'm gonna get copyright screwed over this. No. That's no Dark Throne Nightcore. That. Oh god. Oh my god. Is this it? I might. This. Oh god. Oh yes. Oh, this is great. Yes, that's it. I found it. Okay, back to this. No more of that. That's every black metal song ever. I don't know what they were thinking on that album, but they were like, yeah, let's take the vocals and shove them right up in the mix. And I love it. I love it. You can hear his like, forgotten my mortals. It just sounds great. I love being Swedish because I can read the titles of the songs and kind of guess what they're like. That snare sound sounds like a Fisher Price keyboard like snare sound. It has that like click to it that's really annoying.
Grr, no one may touch Master's precious eggs.
That's definitely what this thing sounds like. Now isn't it in this game? I'm assuming you're the cave story expert. I played this game. I've never gotten the good ending, and I'm not gonna get the good ending, but I might do a replay thing of this and try to. Not with the keyboard though. Do a lot of the bosses in this game react to the missile launcher? Because I recall some of them actually do. Like they'll like get more aggressive or something if you spam them with this or something. Or there's some boss that does that. Or am I going crazy? It won't open. This is kind of annoying. Yeah, god. Dark Throne are a great band. They had like 4 albums there in the black metal thing. Like that's a lot of material to sit and have fun with. I'm not too fan. I'm not too big of a fan. Not their first album. That's a death metal one. I'm not a fan of the first proper black metal one because it just sounds like death metal riffs, but it has this like, I don't know, that album's so grimy. I don't know. I don't like it that much. I get the appeal, but for me, black metal is more about like I like the goth nature of it. I like the long droning riffing, and I like it being atmospheric. I don't like the riffiness of that album. It might be the Toad Boss that's like that or something, where it starts shooting more if you do that.
Ugh. Ow. Whoa. Hey, I'm not dead yet. You're gonna eat it this time.
That's a very strange threat.
Huh? I got creamed by that monster.
Oh god.
Did you save me?
I like how both of these choices are like kind of reveal a bit of her character. So let's say no.
Well, whatever.
I thought she was like thought she was like ungrateful or something, but whatever.
Oh, look. I think it's number 00. This egg could be our ticket off this island. Egg condition normal. That's what I like to hear. A password.
Looks like I need a password to hatch this egg. Well, crud. If only my brother were here, he'd set things straight. Alright, looks like I'm done here for now. Are you from around here? It doesn't look like it, does it? The words on your cap there, that's not a language they have on this island. Did you get lost? That's okay, I'll let you come with me. We can get off this dump together. In return, you're gonna help me. That's kind of interesting though, like... I guess the Mimiga's language, like, evolved separately.
You feel a cold wind blowing in.
That's a nice little touch there. I don't think I ever checked that corner in my first playthrough, but it's nice that they added that there. Let's save as well. Uh-oh, I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna get as far as I can before I succumb to hunger. It's like that game Unreal World or whatever it's called. Unreal. That game's like Finnish, right? That's the survival game. The survival game. Which one? You guess. You have to guess. That's the quiz. That's like the ultimate like gamer like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like a game where you survive. And that's like Minecraft. Kaizo Mario or something. I was thinking of playing Mario ROM hacks on stream, to be honest, because I like Mario ROM hacks, but at the same time, someone might not be too happy about that, so I'd look into that. Ugh! Okay, this not a good place to stick around. I was listening to Steely Dan recently. I think I already talked about it, but I forgot how good they are. But at the same time, they're not something I'm in the mood to listen to. They're like this clean, slick city thing, and it makes me a bit like, I don't know. It's good, I guess. I don't know. I really like how those things are like sleeping and then they're like, huh? They're really cute. I don't want to kill them. Again, like that teacher I talked about. When she was like, why are you killing those innocent creatures? Like, maybe she was onto something. I know when you beat this game, you get like a roll call of every enemy. And those elephants are... Or elephants... Rhinoceros? No, those are definitely like... It's like they're somewhere in between, I guess. Like, they have some strange name. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember that kind of stuff. Connecting to network. Kazuma, are you there? You okay? Did he eat the cockroach? So? Is it really you? I keep forgetting what they sound like. It's me, Succ Sakamoto. You got away too, then? Where are you right now? I found some dragon eggs. Is Mom with you?
The door's stuck and I can't get out. I'm still in this shelter sort of place. The sector code is Grasstown. See if you can run a scan on it from there. Also, Mom's not here. I think she still might be with the doctor. Do any dragons look immediately hatchable?
At least one of them does. But it's locked up with a password. Can you do anything about that? Retrieving information from user Kazuma. Kazuma, that's a good stress thing there. Well, anyway, I'm coming to help you. Just wait right there. Gotcha. Oh, by the way, I really could use some food. What's that other boy getting here?
He's here! You're back! I've been waiting for you.
Yeah? What now? I'm kinda busy.
Taruko's been kidnapped by the doctor's henchmen.
What?
We're holding you responsible.
The stuff King says here is pretty messed up.
Oh no, they don't.
Sue's back, but she's been locked up in the cage outside when the doctor's flunkies came.
You're gonna try to get Toriko back in exchange for Sue, you see. It's not very nice, I know, but Toriko is one of us. That's what you get when you act alone.
Wow. So, I don't know why, but the oh no you don't. That reminds me of the part in one of the Star Wars prequels. I forget which one it is. It's Obi-Wan saying, "Oh, I don't think so." Or something. It zooms in on his face. I don't remember. I don't remember which one. It could be any one of them. It's definitely not episode 3 though.
Let me out of this instant. Hold your tongue. You're the reason Toroko's been kidnapped. Our only chance is to turn you over to them and hope for the best. You creep-eyed freak. If you don't get Toroko back safely, I swear I'll tear you from limb from limb.
Whoa, kinky. So, things have changed here a bit. Oh, you again. Sue was brought up top. They say it's your fault Toroko's got captured. Toroko. So we've maxed out our gun, which maxing out your weapon doesn't really make a difference as long as it's the level you want it at. Like, it's fine, pretty much. Just annoying a person in DMs. That's good. That's a good use of my time.
Yup, I'm stuck. The doctor's minions kidnapped a Mimiga thinking she was me. Her name's Toroko. But when none of the other Mimigas would have anything to do with me, she alone was friendly and kind. I know, why don't you go in my place? My brother's in a location called Grasstown. I find him and bring him here. This is the Factful who disturbed the order of a village.
It's a bit crazy.
It's totally crazy.
He's going completely nuts. He's gonna say the word. He's gonna say it.
Crazy. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
I've never actually seen The Room. Like, never. Never in my life have I seen The Room. I've seen bits of it. I've just never seen it. Like, I know some of the quotes. I know, "Hi, doggy," and like, I know stuff like that, but I just haven't seen it, so I don't know what it's about. There's another Cthulhu. I don't know what they're called, actually. I'm just gonna guess that's what they're called. Oh-ho! Soldier from the surface. I thought the war was over already. Well, whatever. If you're going on ahead, watch out for those power critters. When they land on you, it hurts. I mean, why wouldn't it hurt? Here's Santa. So, there's a bit of an Easter egg in this game. There's 2 Easter eggs that are a little bit questionable in nature. We're gonna get to them soon. Hello, my name's Santa. As of drawing some water, when suddenly I got attacked by monsters. I got away and ran back home, but somewhere along the way I dropped my key. Looked out of my own house. I got a bit nutty recently when I was working on a map for a D&D thing. Like, I got way too into it, and it was the most useless map ever. But I'm really happy with it, so who cares? God damn it, I'm hungry. I don't want to eat while I'm streaming, though. Who does that? I guess some people do that. I just don't want to do it. I don't know. I don't want to pause the stream either. He's a bit dumb. I don't know. Got Santa's key. There we go. So I'm really happy I made the archive channel. That took a huge load of my back. Load off of my back. Oh, that's the key to my house. Thank you. Come inside. I've got a nice reward for you. I see the Mimiga dialect has changed in Grasstown, even though he's like one of 2 people who lives here. 3 people. I was wondering about a mod for this game, because I know there's actually modding for this game. Like a mod for this game where you get to see everything pre-complete apocalypse. Like Black Mesa before the thing. You know? Also, I love this. I love this like death pit here. Watch out, death trap to your left. 1 touch means instant death. Like, Santa, why did you put that in your house? Thanks, you really saved me there. Here, you can have this. So we get the fireball, a gun that I actually don't use that much. You're looking for someone? I haven't seen anyone around here. If you want to go searching farther in, you'll have to pass the fireplace in Chaco's house. I don't know how to pronounce that. So, yeah. So this is where it gets a bit interesting. So Chaco, there's a weird Easter egg with her, and I wonder if I can do it. I don't know exactly how to trigger it either. It has to do with checking something and then doing something. Hang on. Whoa. Okay, so this game is not that hard, but this like some parts of this game get a bit crazy. And I feel like those enemies that just showed up are a little bit on that side. You know, it's funny, playing this game again, I realized this level design is quite blocky, but I never had an issue with it. You know, I was playing Kirby the other day. Actually, I was playing it today, in fact. I was playing Superstar, and I was going through the Great Cave Offensive, and I was playing some other stuff, but I noticed with Kirby games, they're very blocky, but I don't know if it works for Kirby, I don't know. It's funny though, because I played Kirby 64, and that game's not that blocky, and I thought it worked just fine. Now is instinctually trying to fly, you know, like Kirby. When I said Kirby, that was really weird. Like I was like tapping the jump button over and over again. Chaco's house. So what a great house! You have to jump all the way up here to get to your bed. Hello there. Goodness, that's a dangerous item you've got there. Are you a traveler? So, I think if you do this, like you do something like this, and at some point, she like, no, it's not. Oh, beyond the flickering flames, you spy a hole. The flames are in the way, and you can't get past. Oh, you'd like to go through my fireplace? Then you'll need the jellyfish juice you could get from the jellies. And then... Wait. Put out the flames. Okay. And then aim for the big sucker. Oh! Yeah, there we go. So... She goes to sleep, and suddenly you have her lipstick. Like what does that mean? I'm an innocent child. I don't know what this means. Like this pink bunny thing entered the bed and gave me the lipstick. It's very weird. Again, another character that comes on a bit too quickly, but in this case, it's action and not just words.
I'm gonna cream you up.
How about no? Oh, well, I should get my head out of the gutter then. All right. So this fireball thing, it's a bit strange. So I assume it was introduced in this level for the purpose of that, what I'm doing right now, like to shoot it uphill. Like I don't feel like this, like I can't imagine that's an item that was added very early in development. But, you know, I could be completely wrong, which I am most of the time. Okay, so we gotta find the big sucker. I do not want to know what Checo meant by calling it a big sucker, but... yeah, alright. Okay, let's move on. Oh god, I'm hungry. I'm like Kazuma now. We gotta free him. We gotta free Kazuma. Oh. Come on. This thing's really annoying me. It's like... it showed... like, I could have just killed it, but I didn't. So, max level, they just travel further. It's not that interesting. Oh yeah, the jellies weren't here before. I was like, wow, this sure feels empty. So, we have to kill this thing. I don't know what's going on here. It's like shielded from below, but not really. You have to hit it on its side. And then it just drops an item. And that's the jellyfish juice. Now, whenever you need... like... alright, so first of all, let's go to Santa's house because he has a fireplace. So, the jellyfish juice is important to note because you kind of need it for another thing. So you need it to put out the fireplace, right? Well, you can also put it in... you can also bring the juice outside the level. Alright. And you get charcoal, which you actually need. Now that's a little bit cryptic because it's all the way in the beginning of the level and you actually need the charcoal later for something else. Now, I'm not sure how you could combine lipstick and charcoal, and I don't know if I want to know. Probably get an explosive reaction. That's how Alfred Nobel discovered dynamite. He was like, if I take my wife's lipstick and put it on put it on nitroglycerin, it should prove very useful. I was watching this documentary about the Byzantine Empire by this channel called Fire of Learning. And there was this tax collector he was bringing up. Yeah, it was the quote was something like, "Oh, this guy, he was one of the most effective tax collectors of his time, of the Roman Empire. We know this because no one had any good things to say about him." And I thought that was hilarious. Like, if you're the tax collector, don't prepare yourself to get like praised by the common people. It's like when I play Crusader Kings and the taxation goes through the roof.
I'm sorry, but there might be a peasant revolt.
I would play that game, but I don't know. It's not something I would feel comfortable streaming, to be honest. This is such a weird game. Like, for the most part, when I play that game, I'm like a crazy person running a country. It's fun, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I want to stream it. It's just an Excel spreadsheet with anime avatars because I don't like the regular avatars in that game. So I just use that. My mom is great because she never took high school. She did some other stuff. I forget what it's called in English. Like some sort of like other. She didn't study like history, that's for sure. But she actually asked me like, "Oh, Roman Empire, that was like 100 years ago, right?" And it's just like that reminds me of when I was a kid. Like I had no idea about like time or anything. Like,
Oh, the Middle Ages were before Jesus.
like it's so innocent. Sorry, a friend asked me to play modded Terraria. Modded Terraria? What did you play with? Did you play with like cute anime mod or something? Maybe we should do that because we played Terraria once and it was like, well, it was okay. It's just that I don't know. I liked Minecraft more, but we should play modded Minecraft if we can get that stupid Twitch launcher. Something Terraria overall 420. Why did I read that as 420?
It's locked.
Did you hear that bass line, by the way? That was pretty cool. I wonder if Pixel had any musical background. Like, did he play the piano or something? I kind of want to know. I don't know. Has Pixel done a lot of interviews? Speaking of Pixel, Kero Blaster Carol Blaster's a great game. I haven't finished it. I got to the final boss, I think, and then quit. But that game's great. It reminds me of this game. It feels like it has some tie to this game. It's like, I know that Carol Blaster was a game he was working on before this. It's kind of like how Deltarune is to Undertale, where it's like it's not really like, a part of me feels like it's trying to be something more. Like, it's trying to be some sort of like commentary on the success of this game, maybe. But at the same time, I totally buy the fact that it was just a game he made before he did this and then shelved it or something. At least that's what I think the story about it was. Now play your favorite Doom watch with the McDonald's launcher. Rock and roll McDonald's, rock and roll McDonald's. I actually like that song. Like, not even as a joke. It's just so strange. Like, who makes stuff like that? I whooped Batman's ass! I know that the software used to make this game's OST was actually made by Pixel. Yeah, it was. That's dedication. That's for sure. You know, it's funny. I've played this game for years. I know most of this game from the back of my hand, but I still haven't gotten the good ending, which I pretty much have to do now, right? But not for this playthrough. I promise I'll do a second playthrough at some point, and with the controller as well. And I'll actually try to get the good ending. From what I hear, most people don't even do it. What's the general consensus? Because what I hear, it's like, well, the good ending, like, I've gotten it, but like, it wasn't worth it. Fun fact, the guy who sings Rock and Roll McDonald's was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Yeah, I know the story behind that. It's sad, but I don't know, I actually like it, the music. And judging from the stuff I've seen, a lot of people, like, he had a cult following, like a really big cult following in Chicago, was it?
Rock over London, rock over Chicago.
Or something. He said something like that at the end of every song. You spy what does it say? You spy someone through the crack. I don't know why that was so difficult to say.
Hey, over here. You look like a nice young man. Could you help me?
Wait, it's Kazuma. What was his voice again?
I'd really like to get out of here. Thanks. Take this.
Rusty key. So I'm not sure where that. It doesn't go.
Found this on the floor. Go unlock the door with it, will you?
Like the door. Oh, he means this one, right? He released like 2 albums every year, each with around 20 to 30 tracks. I remember in an interview he said that playing rock and roll music was for him to expose the demons inside him, which is really dark, but at the same time, I feel like that's being creative in any sort of way with art is a great way of getting a lot of stuff out. And you know, who knows, if he hadn't had music, who knows. Yeah, you know, I read comments. I was watching this video about him, and I was reading comments that some people were literally touched by his music. And I don't know, I like it. I like his music, so there's that, I guess. I think that's probably like the most affirming thing when you make art, is when you don't really make it for the purpose of anyone even listening to it. You're just like, I had a shit day, or you just make it because you feel like you need to do it. Like, it's not like a personal mission or anything, just to get something out. Yeah, like that, exposing the demons or whatever, and then having people basically tell you like, hey, I really like this and it made me feel better. Like, that must feel really great. What are those things? Like, I'm looking at their faces. What are they even? Are they like graves? Like, I'm not. Are these like based on like some sort of like yokai or something? I feel like they are. And again, what's with the owls? You got a bit creative here. Oh, that's where the rusty key goes. Okay. There's a demon inside me.
Woo-wee-oh-wee-oh.
This is becoming a Joel stream. There's a demon in my fucking head. Fans are off. Malco's off. I just love how nu metal had this fixation on people who, oh, they're totally losing it. Oh, they're so crazy. And oh, they're singing in tongues. It's kind of like horrible when you look back on it. Commence destruction. Huzzah. Yeah, oh, he says huzzah, and then they added oh yeah in the Nicholas version, I guess. Or maybe that's a thing they changed in the different Aeon Genesis versions. Did you know that the Miviga I found wasn't Sue? Yes. That's right, she wasn't. The doctor had a huge fit. He smacked Mystery around pretty hard. Oh god. Poor girl, don't you think? But after all, we can't defy our master. So go with the rule? Anyway, I'm here to break you apart. Doctor's orders, of course. You ready? He does that. It's good. Very animated. I love that. He's like trying his best to do that.
Oh! Oh!
Now, I dare you to play this game and ever use the flame thing in a boss battle. Because, what's the point? I should probably be using this. Oh, barely got out of that. What are you? Very strange thing to say at the end. Fought off Balrog. You know, speaking of artists that just had it really rough, I love Daniel Johnston. I found his music after he passed away, and it really just touched me. Like, his body's been smashed into the ground. You want to pull it out? I was listening to his album 1990, I think it's called, because it was recorded there, but it was released in 91, I think. And I listened to some stuff off of his old tapes, like, you know, like that Unfinished album and stuff like that. Just like, wow, like, you know, he can't really sing, he can't really play, but you can tell he means every single note. That's a very powerful feeling when you listen to something. You're like, wow, nothing here is not the real thing, if that's one way to put it.
Wow, you're a nice person and so strong. Thanks for saving me. I'd like to pay you back somehow, but all I know how to do is make explosives. The door's rusted and you can't get it open. What? A human is trapped inside. You truly are a good person. Understood. I'll make a wonderful bomb for you. We'll blow that door to smithereens. I'll need you to collect the bomb-making materials, charcoal, jellyfish juice, and gum base. I'll make your bomb as soon as you bring me all the materials.
I love that character. A wonderful bomb. I gotta give him a very antiquated vocabulary. Health and missiles. Kind of forgot that I had. Wait, we have to kind of get the Doritos. Here we go. So in the beginning of the game, you can get by with not having level 3, but at this point, like, the game's pretty much expecting you keep everything leveled up max. The only complaint I have about this game is that it gets a bit too cluttered, especially during boss fights. I remember a certain person in chat who doesn't like this game very much. Ooh, what? Explosives? That could work. It basically said that, like, oh, the boss fights in this game are just like spam everything. You're trying to do an emoji on Twitch? What are you? A YouTube user? So you're collecting the materials. Wait, did you say gum base? Hold on a sec. Here, take this. I've seen the gum key. I also don't like the whole level 3 game mechanic. Well, you have entered level 3. It's hanging on the wall. It said gum on it. There's gotta be some connection. I'm depending on you, young man. Yeah, that little bassline thing. No. It's great. Isn't that kind of creepy though? The smashed window. Like, it doesn't have to be there, but it is. You feel the tingling sensation. Red petals lie scattered on the ground. Open the treasure chest. That part scared the fuck out of me as a kid. No swearing on the stream. Oh, no. Oh, that part. Oh, that always creeps me out. I don't know what it is. It becomes like a predator. Poor thing. Again, why would they eat the red petals? Like, do they experiment with it? It's like my old friends from first grade. They're all like drug dealers now. What a way to go. Meanwhile, I'm playing Cave Story at midnight. And I talked about eggs, talked about Daniel Johnston and Wesley Willis, with more wonderful conversations. Emoji. Oh, okay, watch out here. So if you shoot upwards, you're dead. Interesting little room, execution chamber. This game has a lot of death in it. I actually like it. Not because it's like edgy or anything, but because, you know, as a kid, that kind of thing, you know, when you play a lot of games and it's like, oh, you need to be worried about this thing is gonna happen. I feel like just like including like really morbid stuff in a game like this really does the trick, and not in like an edgy way or anything. Also, those tombstones, we gotta take them out like this. Okay, Flareware, if you're still in chat, I don't know how you feel about like the Nicholas versions, but what do you think about the 3DS version? Because I just realized that exists. Okay, so I've played the Switch version. I really like the added stuff, you know, the music. Like I saw Rush Jet did the soundtrack, did a Famitracker version. Rush Jet is really good. He's done like remix versions of Mega Man soundtracks. He is brilliant, and I listened to some of it. It's very, very nice. It's very, very faithful though, but it's not like the Mega Man thing, I think, where it's like you know, VRC6, you know, everything to the max. But I don't know, how is the 3DS version of this game? It's not something I would ever play nor buy. I mean, then again, you'd probably get it used, but just wondering, because I heard the remastered music for it. Actually, that's the thing. So this Plus version has Wind Fortress, which was a thing they removed from the game. It's an optional area though. It's not something I miss too much, so I don't think I ever went there. There's a lot of stuff in this game I probably haven't never interacted with. Like there's that clock room later on in the game, and I still don't know what it does. It's very... I love mysterious stuff like that in games. Let me give you a tip. If you hold the jump button while the fan blows you around, you'll fly even higher. Wow, what a great tip. Alright, that's good. We're about to get the gum. So I just figured out how the tag system works on Twitch, where you choose tags and then it automatically picks them depending on the game. So like Dwarf Fortress is in the Twitch archive, so of course it's gonna be open world, roguelike, all that. And I thought, what? Are these on my channel? No, they mean the specific game you choose. And then I added like the other stuff like LGBT or retro or whatever. There's not a lot of them I like, to be honest. I wanted to put in like platformer, but then I realized it's a game specific one, so that really annoyed me. So now it's like just those two and whatever it chooses for the game. And here we have the gum base, but oh, there's fans on the side. I wonder what's gonna happen. Misery. Oh, we meet again. Do you remember me? Indeed, in the Mimiga village. I hadn't noticed before, but aren't you a soldier from the surface? I wasn't aware there were any left. I'm hungry. God damn it. Misery! Watch out! That was a fighter! Stronger than a Mimiga even. You don't say. Soldiers are your duty. Come back when this one's in pieces. Alright, so when I told this story a long time ago. It was during Mario 64 actually. It was regarding my attempt at doing a Swedish translation of Super Mario 64 with Toadstool 64, because it lets you edit signs and stuff. So yeah, about that, I kind of tried doing one for this game and I hadn't even finished it. As in the game, it was a really long time ago. I think I got bored one afternoon and I just sat down and tried it. I was looking on translation for this game. You know, you got Spanish, you know, different kinds of Spanish, different kinds of Portuguese. You know, there's ports as well. Don't know how they fare though, but I was looking at the translations and I just thought, and I saw a Lithuanian translation for this game, which I thought that's kind of like specific, but that's cool. I'm a language nerd. No Nordic languages though, not like Norwegian or anything like that. So I should do that. Swedish Cape Story, just because. Why not? This playing this game in Japanese though, the font is very strange. I think it's good training though to read in a very strange font like that, because sometimes when I read Japanese, when I read like from like when you read it off of a computer or whatever, like the default, like the most basic font ever, it's fine. But when you're reading it and it's a bit fancier and everything's done in fancier strokes, it's a bit harder to read. I don't know, that's a problem I have. I was learning recently. So one of the things I started to realize about Japanese is that when you learn it, when you're speaking, you're always speaking from your own experience. So everything you say about other things, things that you can say about yourself don't necessarily apply to the thing you're talking about. Like, for example, I was learning that when you say, oh, this dog is hungry, you don't use the word for describing yourself as hungry. That you want to eat. More like that. You have to basically make it sound like, you basically have to make it into like, well, he seems like he wants something. Like it's hard to explain. It's weird. I'm like getting in on like N4 grammar stuff, and I haven't finished N5. Like there's a lot of vocab I'm just missing. But then again, who gives a shit? Like I just want to learn the words I want to know. I think too many people are preoccupied with like, oh, you have to learn this, so you have to learn this. Well, if you're in a class, sure, but I'm not in a class. Oh god, no. Flippers. What are those called again? Like the big dudes? What were they called? Like not the big sucker, that's the big jellyfish thing that we're gonna destroy over here, but... Oh, no. Okay. Let's clear them out one by... Oh, Christ on the cross. Oh my god. Level down. Don't you just love this? Don't you just love that when this happens, when it's just a complete mess? This is the part of the... This is where I take a screenshot of the game and post it on the Discord server and then say, wow, look at this level design. And I don't know what the deal with that... What the deal with the little armor piece at the bottom is. It's a little bit strange. Alright. So we got the use. Now we need to get this and make a bomb. And then when we get out of here, we get some more jellyfish juice and we bring it to Mimiga Village. So we're pretty much done here now. Unless I've missed something. It's, yeah, charcoal, gum base, and jellyfish juice. Yeah, we're pretty much done. Now the thing here is we don't have to go through the fireplace again. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. This is a song that sounds really nice with the timbres of the different instruments. So some songs sound a little bit awkward, to be honest, but this one really came out well. I talk about it like I made it. Have you found all the materials yet? Oh, the charcoal. Oh, the jellyfish juice. Oh, even the gum base. Then let us begin. It is finished. Got the explosive. Excuse me, I have to check. I've been streaming for 1.5 hours. Not that bad, but I'm hungry. Go on, blow that door up. Come on, let's go. I'll probably quit starting the next level and then continue next time. Depending on the mood, I pretty much just like I'll put everything I did on YouTube on hiatus because a lot of those stuff is like long-term stuff. Like Dwarf Fortress is just like a fort can end whenever, really. And this game, you know, if I streamed it for 3 more hours, I'd probably be a third way through. Probably this game's quite short. All right. Woohoo! That's a very unenthused face. He's like, this is pretty good, I guess. Like he's like a 6 out of 10 right now in terms of like satisfaction. You did it, my boy. Why is he speaking to me like? It's very strange. Like I always thought he was just like the annoying older brother, but he's talking like an old man. I knew you could do it in the minute I laid eyes on you. Anyway, my name is Kazuma Sakamoto. You call me Kazuma, that's fine. I was lucky enough to escape from the doctor, but unfortunately my teleporter sent me here. I thought I was going to starve. I owe my very life to you. Oh, by the way, you wouldn't happen to know the Mimiga village, would you? Sue. You met Sue. So, quote speaks. Right? That's kind of weird. I guess he has multiple languages installed in his system. Ah, I see. You came in Sue's place to find me. All right then. Lead me the way to the village. Who's this?
Ah, yes, Kazuma.
Professor Booster, you're safe.
Yes, more or less. And how is Sue?
Is she alright? She's at the Mimiga village. A young fellow was just about to guide me there.
Oh, do you know each other?
No. No, we never met.
Never met. We must hurry to find Sue. The doctor has begun gathering the Mimigas. It seems he has become aware of the red flowers. But Sue? Will the red flowers affect Sue as well? Just like the other Mimigas? Kazuma. The doctor has begun gathering the Mimigas. You know what that means, don't you? You mean the war? Precisely. We have no choice now but to stop him. I love how the music just stops and then the same theme starts again. Because it really, like, I actually love that because it really helps that moment to just give it like, oh frick, what are they talking about? But then the music starts again, and the music, that theme, it starts just like, it goes pa, pa. I don't know, I love that. I love that little touch. Stop him, but how? I have an idea. For now, let us hurry to where Sue is. We'll talk then. You too, come along.
And thank you for the healing. So we gotta get some jellyfish juice, and then we're done. I mean, I could just get a sandwich, to be honest. I don't think anyone would care. But at the same time, like, it's kind of late. I don't know. I have to decide on that. I think I'll just end it here soon. So then, young man, can you lead us back? Kazuma. Yes, sir?
Can you operate that?
I believe I can.
It won't stop.
I don't know why playing this game reminds me of like RPG Maker games or something. It's like that's whole like, you know, like freeware stuff. I don't know. It makes me nostalgic. I would play stuff like that. Oh, okay. Can we make it home in a whole skin? That's the sound of... Yeah, okay. Alright. I like how medieval painters had a thing for, like, drawing bats. I love the freeware aesthetic, if that wasn't obvious. Well, I only... Like, I know you love this game, but, like, what other freeware stuff do you like? I had this friend who really, really wanted me to play Off. And I played a bit of it. I mean, that game's French, right? Because I had to patch it. I have to speak French. I don't know if it's like Metropolitan French or like weirdo Quebecan French. I played it for a bit. I actually worked on an RPG Maker game for a while, but I never finished it. The main reason was that it was too much work. I mean, I would totally like collab with someone and make a game. Maybe make some graphics here and then make the music, but like... But if it's an RPG Maker, that would be super fun, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be the one doing everything by myself. Which is funny, because I'm generally like that with music and everything else, especially with videos. But... with a game, it's like, nah... doesn't feel right. Oh, yeah, jellyfish juice, I forgot. I think I'm more games. I guess RPG Maker games are up there. I like... I don't know. Facade. I love how in Facade... Oh, they have all these names for maximum immersion. And then it's like, okay, Chris. So what do you think about this? Chris. Oh, Chris. What do you think about this? Like, they all... It's just one snippet of the name. Oh, Gonzalez. What do you think of my drinks? One Shot. Oh yeah, I gotta play One Shot. Aren't there like two versions, like the freeware version and something else? Oh, Yumeniki. I gotta play Yumeniki because I actually haven't played Yumeniki like properly. I played it for like 5 minutes. I'll play it in Japanese. I'll play it in the original version. I don't even care. I want to play Yumeniki. Might learn something from it actually. A Space Funeral. Yeah, I've heard of that. There's a freeware version of One Shot and a version on Steam, and both are pretty different. So I take it the freeware version is the one where it's like, it just, you can't play it again pretty much. Oh yeah, so how does that even work? Does it just delete itself and you have to install it again? Or does it like ban itself? It banishes itself from the computer somehow. I can't imagine the Steam, so the Steam version, it lets you do stuff again, I guess. So, we're weapons. That's right. The doctor wants to use the red flowers to make you attack the humans.
Right? Why does he want to do that?
That man is like a demon. Inside. And he's going to use those flowers on Taroko. As far as I can tell, he's still looking for them. We can only hope he doesn't find them. If he finds those flowers, Taroko, she would go wild. A weapon of mass destruction.
I'll never allow that to happen.
That's not what King sounds like, but he does in this moment. The game stays on, and if you try to play it, you get a spooky cutscene. You need to like delete the game directory from your PC to play it again. That's really neat, though. A very neat game. I think what I'll do is after this cutscene, I'll just save and quit. Because I was thinking I could continue, but it's like it's actually midnight right now, and what day is it tomorrow? It's Friday, right? Well, it's Friday now, so that's useful.
Oh.
Are you okay? My life flashed before my eyes. Kazuma and Dr. Boost, Professor. You're all right then? Well, more or less. Who's that Mimiga? That's King, a friend of mine here in the village. I like that she calls him a friend. There used to be tons of Mimigas here. Nearly all of them, though, have been kidnapped by the Doctor's goons. Even King has lost friends. And there we go. Now I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna die from hunger. There we go. That was really fun. I actually need to change the background here. It's still set on Halloween. That was really fun. I'll probably continue this sometime soon. Dwarf Fortress will also continue. I want to do longer streams. Like 1.5 hours is pretty short, but it's manageable for me. I wouldn't mind doing a longer one if I just stayed like satiated, because I thought I wasn't hungry, and now I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like streaming makes you hungry. I don't know. So yeah, that was fun. See you next time.